Yeah, because we're focusing on 23C today, which is the new version of the Oracle database that should be coming out later this year. I'm going to start with the safe harbor so that everybody knows that what we're talking about today is pre-production. It's not released yet, and you can't hold anything we say about the new release against us in case it may not be there, or the feature or functionality may not be there when it's actually released.
Hey, I love when people just give me time. Hopefully I won't go too long though. First of all, I want to mainly focus on the 23C tuning benefits. And the reason why I want to do that is I do a lot of machine learning now. And when I look at analytics, you're looking at 10,000, 100,000 rows in transactions that are happening. With machine learning, it becomes millions, hundreds of millions, even billions of transactions. So when I look at where we're going with machine learning, speed is really going to matter. And if we look on the next slide, one of the first ones is true cache. You know, you have a lot of databases out there that somebody built in the last few years that are eventually consistent. Oracle took it one step better. Not only do they have ACID transactions, but now they have true cache at the app tier, at the edge cache, regional cache, multi-cloud cache, so you can get the latest consistent results that are out there. They've also added some sharding. Very good if you're in multiple countries and you want to have different roles and things like that. Sharding is very good. Inter-instance resource management, so you can set priorities. Priority transactions is probably my favorite feature. Well, I have a lot of favorites, but where you can automatically abort transactions that are not as important. You know, how often do you run something overnight and you go, oh, the overnight failed. Oh, the overnight failed. Oh, the overnight failed because something was in the way. Now I can set priority transactions so that doesn't happen. On the next slide, we look at some things like SQL domains, where I can, you know, you have a different type of data type. Oh, I want to do zips. I want to do emails. Oracle's building that data type, which is amazing. Kafka, if you don't know Kafka, maybe many IoTs, things like Twitter, things that come flooding into the database, Oracle now handles using what's called, should be transaction event queues, or TEQs. And you could read more about this even in 21C, when they came out with that. I highly recommend that if you want amazing speed with Kafka. JavaScript allows developers create stored procedures using JavaScript in the database. Amazing. Another one that goes with the other one I talked about a minute ago is lock-free column value reservations, where I can specify the threshold at where the lock is going to be. And then on the next slide, dual instance rolling patching. What does this have to do with performance? Well, obviously you want to patch things quickly. So now I can stand up 2 instances of the database, same server, patch them in a rolling fashion. Something I really like about Oracle is they use machine learning in the database, 19C, automatic indexes, things like that, where they're doing things that you used to do so that you can focus your time on things that are most important for your company. But real-time SQL plan management is another one of my favorites, where it automatically repairs that SQL. So instead of an Aura 600, now all of a sudden it automatically looks for another execution path that is going to allow you to see that. Also, on Rack is now going to be available with Kubernetes. That's pretty amazing if you use Kubernetes. Read only per PDB standbys. If you look at, you know, PDBs and how they've evolved here, in 12.2 they came out with a PDB refresh, PDB relocate, flashback PDB, gave you 3 PDBs for free, 3 PDBs for free in 19C, so that you could go to multi-tenant. Now they're giving you where that read only per PDB standby, you can now actually open that and read it as well. And then on my last slide, as I said, you have these databases come and go, and some of them have been around maybe even 10 years. But when you look at Oracle, 40, 50 years, starting almost in every government out there, always available, recoverable. Security is absolutely amazing. With 23C, an in-database firewall blocks unauthorized SQL and PL SQL injection attacks for all SQL. 1024 byte PDBs, pretty amazing as well. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Troy to talk about more of these.
Thanks, Rich.